Good morning, and welcome to today's reflection from Christchurch. Last night at our home group meeting, we all brought a thought, a reflection on Easter. And these range from a deeply spiritual poem through a fantastic study of what a Passover feast and, by definition, the Last Supper involved in terms of preparation, to a contemplation of Jesus' words as we read together Luke 22, verses 7 to 23. And not least in that passage came the words in verse 19, "Do this in remembrance of me." Those words have always been, they are now deeply moving for me. I remember the first time I heard them in a communion service when our college chaplain invited me to come along to the service and take communion, even though I had not been confirmed and somehow felt that this was, quote, against the rules, unquote. But he said, you need to know it's not a magic ritual. It is God showing his amazing love for us. But I digress, because after bringing my serious thought along, I shared what I felt was a whimsical one. It was a thought about Lent. Now, we did go into looking up where the name Lent came from, but my whimsy was that we should think about the general meaning of the word today, about lending people things. You see, earlier, as I'd been thinking about what to share, it came to me that we have all that we have, all our skills and abilities, all our possessions. We don't really own any of them. They're not ours. They're lent to us by God. Now, theologically, that's not the way we should look at things, because the Bible truth is that we all have, that all that we have is a gift from God, not a loan. But I suppose the idea of Lent reminded me that we've not done anything to deserve what God gives us, and in human terms should approach all that we have as though we don't own it, but are keeping it and benefiting from it in trust. So, what do we read in the Bible? Well, in James 1, verse 17, we have, every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change. Then in 1 Corinthians 12, we have that amazing passage about gifts. Let me read some of it. Now there are varieties of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are varieties of service, but the same Lord. And there are varieties of activities, but it is the same God who empowers them all in everyone. To each is given the manifestation of the Spirit for the common good. For to one is given through the Spirit the utterance of wisdom, and to another the utterance of knowledge according to the same Spirit. To another faith by the same Spirit. To another gifts of healing by the one Spirit. To another the working of miracles. To another prophecy. To another the ability to distinguish between spirits. To another various kinds of tongues. To another the interpretation of tongues. All these are empowered by one and the same Spirit, who apportions to each individually as he wills. And it's not just in the New Testament that this is all made clear. Deuteronomy 8, verse 18. You shall remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you power to get wealth, that he may confirm his covenant that he swore to your fathers, as it is this day. And if you forget the Lord your God and go after other gods and serve them and worship them, I solemnly warn you today that you shall surely perish. But one of the really clear statements comes from David, approaching the end of his life and looking to hand over to his son Solomon. David, who was probably the mightiest and wealthiest man on earth, stood up and prayed. Who am I, and what is my people, that we should be able thus to offer willingly? For all things come from you, and of your own have we given you. This from 1 Chronicles 29, verse 14. And although the enormity of his wealth was overwhelming, David is not best remembered for his net worth. Instead, he's remembered as a man after God's own heart. So what kept him from becoming completely selfish and corrupt? Well, it was probably that heart and the one solid principle. David knew that everything is God's. Later on in 1 Chronicles, verses 11 to 13, actually, David says, yours, O Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the victory and the majesty. For all that is in the heavens and in the earth is yours. Yours is the kingdom, O Lord, and you are exalted as head over all. Both riches and honor come from you, and you rule over all. In your hand are power and might, and in your hand it is to make great and to give strength to all. And now we thank you, our God, and praise your glorious name. C.S. Lewis wrote, every faculty that you have, your power of thinking or of moving your limbs from moment to moment, is given you by God. If you devoted every moment of your whole life exclusively to his service, you could not give him anything that was not his own already. Any wealth, power, or strength we have originates from God. Any gift or talent we have, the same is true. Even our ability to give generously comes from God. Everything we have and everything else that exists is all his. We are merely managers of what he's given us. And when I think about the gifts we've been given, whatever they are, including the gift to be joyful when the world can only see pain in our lives, then comes the question, why? Why do we have these gifts? The answer comes in 2 Corinthians 9, verse 11. You will be enriched in every way, to be generous in every way, which through us will produce thanksgiving to God. Let's pray. Dear Lord, may we never forget that everything we have comes from you. And may we always remember that we are blessed so that we can be a blessing. And may we continually glorify you with everything you've blessed us with, living and giving in a way that points others to you and your loving mercy. And Lord, let us never forget the ultimate gift you've given us as we remember Christ's suffering, death, and resurrection, the gift that gives all who believe life and life eternal. In Jesus' precious name we pray. Amen. The song I've chosen to go with this thought is not at all associated with Easter, but it is almost always sung at harvest. It's "We plough the fields and scatter," and it's the chorus that brought that to me, because it reminds us that all good gifts are sent from heaven above. And the final verse says it even more clearly. We thank thee then, O Father, for all things bright and good, the seed time and the harvest, our life, our health and food. Accept the gifts we offer, for all thy love imparts. But what thou most desirest are humble, thankful hearts. Have a great day, and hope to see some of you in the walk of witness on Good Friday.